Welcome guys, welcome to another live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So we see that currently gold is very predictable. There was a huge crash yesterday on gold. That crash has dropped from an all-time high. So we can see a very predictable price action pattern on gold, and I will be looking at now from A to Z. And I will be looking at first of all gold, and then we'll be looking at USD pairs and JPY pairs. Now first of all, looking at gold is because gold looks very predictable at the moment for me, and we have seen that there was a huge crash on gold, and probably you have seen yesterday was the highest volatility. If we look at the daily chart and how many points gold had a volatile yesterday, this is a huge, guys. 12,924 points of movement just dropped from top to bottom yesterday on gold now, which is around 1292 pip. So in points, which is around 12,900, around 13,000 points movement in a single day is huge. Now for me, gold is predictably bearish because after this kind of rejection, the seller are completely crashed, and we could see that gold is dropping down. Now with that notion, with that directional bias, we will evolve our analysis. As we see that day is progressing, coming up London session and New York session, we could see that gold is coming today to test this daily 20 EMA, or even breaking that after this kind of drop. What I think, this is a bearish engulfer. You can see there is a long wick at the bottom, also a huge wick at the top, and very highly likely that the buyers will not be able to bring that price straight to the upside. Instead, you could see further crash, and that could lead gold to well below this level. But at the moment, as we trade on the lower time frame, we see predictable trending market structure here on gold, and I will be waiting for selling opportunity. Now from the multi-time frame approach, if we look at the monthly, you know that I do always look at the monthly and weekly time frame, because they are the higher time frame, will give you a clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now this is the first week of the month, NFP week, and that has been a huge rejection from all-time high price. So that could lead gold to drop further, and I think that with that drop, gold from the monthly could come back to this monthly support, or even we can expect even further drop on gold. Now looking at the weekly here, to give a bit more lower time frame confirmation, we can see that from the weekly there's a big drop, a huge bearish candle here so far in the first 2 days, and with that drop we can expect further downside on gold. And if we look at the daily, where we can see that from the daily perspective, today's candle open with the candle close, the price open has gone up, and this level, today's high, is crucially important. Any break of that high or touch of that level, or even a bit more upside, will give us potential for downside on gold, and this could be the range that we can look at, 2007 till 2040. That's a huge range that we can look at on gold for potential trading. Now from the 4-hour, this is the move on 4-hour, this big move, and we can expect now for the price to go ahead and pull back decently. After this kind of move, we might see that complete head and shoulder in that zone, and then change of trend even possible for gold for long term, because it is an all-time high and it's a bubble. All right, due to the war, we saw that gold was bubbled up, and that has burst. So we can expect now gold to drop down in the downward direction. Now for that drop to look at, we need to find enough liquidity zone, because after this kind of move to take another one, it needs enough momentum to drop further. So this is the daily high today, which is also meeting with 1 hour 20 EMA, which is a very important area of value, a very important resistance level. So we'll be looking for entry on that. So I'm dropping down to further lower time frame to see how the price action is evolving. Here you can see that local channel on the 15 minutes has broken. There is a breakdown from that level early today after this AUD news. So the price was going up, creating series of higher high and higher low, which is a local uptrend, a local channel, bullish channel, and from that channel we saw that gold has been able to break down. We want to see enough retest of that support as a resistance, and directional bias is down, so we'll be looking for selling on gold from this level to this level for another wave towards the downside. And if you guys are ready, let me know, and let me know using the live chat, how was your day, how was your trading, and then we'll go from there. I will be looking at other pairs also. We had quite a few trades yesterday. As I mentioned before, when there is a market volatile, we do open more trades. When there isn't much volatility, we be patient. So with that volatile market, we had opened quite a few trades, we have yesterday in NY session live, you remember we had 3 trades open and all of them successfully closed. And before the NY session we have opened couple of trades, still couple of trades is still running, couple of trades closed, resolved. So currently we are on also CHF, JPY and dollar yen and USD CNHS. So let's start another trading day this week, very volatile, and that is good for us as a trader. So if you are ready for the day, another trading day, the only thing guys you need to do to help the stream, make sure that you are smashing the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Let me know if you can hear me properly. Did you smash the like button? And also don't miss out subscribing to the channel so that you are not missing out any of the content that we are posting every single day. Tony, well done Tony, good job. Good morning Ola Daily, good morning coach, thank you. So also, can you confirm me you can hear me? I hope that the mic is well with me and everyone can hear me properly. So gold, we are waiting for another trade on gold. Once we find that, and you see that this is the 1 hour chart where there is a bearish engulfer, and this candle is closing, this 1 hour candle is almost forming a doji, and I'm expecting gold to go ahead and retest that level. We might see a retest to the upside, or even we could see further downside from this level. So once we will find that entry, we will be looking for entry. And as I mentioned, very clear, thank you. As I mentioned before, patience is the key to be profitable as a trader. So make sure guys, you're always staying patient and being consistent in your approach as a trader. So as a second day of trading week of the NFP week, we could see a bit more movement in all the instrument. We see that very volatile at the moment, and with that volatility, we could see that the price is showing significant direction in the market. All right, so in the meantime, as NFP has arrived, and I hope that guys you are very dedicated for this NFP week, and let me know if you're really dedicated on that. Good morning, second day. Tony, well done, good morning, I can hear you. Job, morning coach, morning, thank you for mentioning that. So now here is what we see in that zone. Okay, so we see that locally it is forming that bearish market structure. This is the 15 minutes candle, also showing potentially bearish, but it left an imbalance here. It might just drop from this level. If you look at the 1 hour, there is a 1 hour bearish engulfer, which is basically a bearish price action, and or we could see that the market is going up for another retest, especially 1 hour 20 EMA zone is where a very important area of value. We'll be looking at that. So before we go to that, let's quickly look at the Gbpusd. We see a little bit of consolidation on that on GJ. Now looking, Gbpusd yesterday was in a little bit in a consolidation. Looking at dollar yen, also we are on a trade on dollar yen as well. So let me see that on also we had a trade early today on AUD and ZD. We have closed that trade, so quite a few trades. Now I will be looking at Gbpusd, and then we will be looking for other instrument as well. I'm just looking to see how where euro dollar and Gbpusd is evolving. Okay, right, so looking at now on Gbpusd to see how the price is evolving in that area, looking at the daily. Now keep in mind guys that daily price action is absolutely important. Why? Because daily price action is where we can see how the market is evolving based on higher time frame, because we mostly trade on the lower time frame, but daily chart will give you a very clear idea of which way the market is heading. So if you are beginning as a trader, that I would recommend first look at daily and then go to the monthly and weekly and then come to the lower time frame for an entry opportunity. Then you can look at the bigger picture. Looking at bigger picture is crucially important. Now if you look at if I look at the bigger picture from our life perspective, also it is crucially important that we look at the bigger picture. Most people stuck in a very smaller picture, narrow picture. That's why sometimes it becomes much difficult for us to overcome some challenges. If you look at the trading in the same way, so you can look at the chart from a bigger picture perspective. That will give you a clear idea about the market, and you can look at you trading from bigger picture perspective, also give you a clarity about being a profitable trader. Now this is a very, very important point. Why? Because you know that probably you have heard of, or if you are trading for some time, you know that trading is hard, right? Trading is hard, but if you look at bigger picture, it's not gonna be hard. Why it is hard from looking at the smaller picture? Because we look at single trade. All right, see, we had different kind of strategies, okay? But if you are trading on a traditional risk management strategy, that will give you high reward, smaller risk, then you need to accept sometimes some trade is losing or not going in your way, but that will give you bigger win, right? Because when you look at the combined picture of your trading, then you're gonna make profit over the long term. All right, imagine that you want to be a trader, and you want to be a trader means you become a trader. All right, so by you trading happens, so you could, let's say you want to quit your job. I remember in my job, when I began my job, I didn't like my job, and I was continuously looking to be profitable to quit my job. The more I was trying, the harder it becoming, until I gave up. Okay, until I give up everything. I gave up trading, I gave up job, and then everything happened. Okay, so this is the power of letting go. Okay, so when you become completely what you want by letting go, things happens automatically. So when you look at the bigger picture, then your focus become very attentive to the point. And for example, let's say you want to gain 10%, okay, in a month, right, which we achieved last month in November. We achieved 10%. I have already displayed the live PNL in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You guys, if you guys missed the Sunday's video and Sunday's our commentary, then you can look at that. We gained 10% in November. Now that 10% didn't come from one trade, right? Neither it came from all trade winner, but came the combined effect of multiple trades. Now if you look at one trade or two trades or even three trades and individually, then you're gonna go a roller coaster. So roller coaster means, let's say you're gonna see that one trade didn't work out, you feel depressed, and then one trade worked out, you feel optimistic, and then one trade didn't work out, you feel sad, and one trade worked out, you feel motivated. So you are going in a emotional roller coaster. All right, so which is a very, very what I would say that the main reason for failure in anything. This is some people call as an attachment. Okay, so attachment is that the things that is making you feel sad and happy at the same time, which because of the attachment. So you need to be able to detach from your trade, to be able to look at from an objective point of view, so that you can look at the bigger picture to see the overall picture in the market. Now look, see, in the similar way, I look at the bigger picture, and I encourage everyone to look at the bigger picture so that you can achieve the goal that you want to achieve, being a profitable trader. Now if you look at GBP JPY from bigger picture perspective, from the monthly, it's a bull market. Okay, so if we look at the weekly, now we can see that here is a little bit of gap opening, and the market might be coming down for a deeper pullback, and this is the liquidity zone here, support level, and from that support, what I think that GJ might be coming down, and that far we can expect or cannot expect, but let's see where it is trying to be heading. Now from the daily on GJ, where we can see that there is a gap opening, and from that gap opening there is a daily doji here, and with the doji, what we can expect on GJ for the price to come down to fill that week. And for me, I will be very interested to go long on GJ after dropping down further. At the moment, this is in a consolidation here. Okay, so from 1 hour you can see the price in a very narrow consolidation in a narrow range, and with that range, what we could see that GJ dropping down further and then bouncing up, or we might see this range is extending. At the moment here is very choppy on GJ in that zone, so we will be looking for entry once we will find a very good price action confirmation. This is a very narrow range, it's a one candle range, which is not a good place for any kind of entry. We want to see that GJ has broken out of that structure, and then we can look for buying on the lower time frame if we find that entry. Otherwise, we'll look for other instrument. We see that gold had just been there is a little bit of manipulation here. Okay, so we see that there is a bearish candle is being formed on gold. We see that there is a bearish candle here on the 15 minutes, which is Okay, so I'll be opening sell on gold from this level. My stop loss will be just above this candle, and I will be targeting in the meantime, first of all 221, and then if we need to change, we will be changing that parameter. So the stop loss will be at 2033.80. This is a quick trade on gold, and for me, I'll explain in detail why I'm opening the trade. Guys, make sure that you are staying up to date here with me. So TP target, I'll put the TP later. First I want to open the position with 1% risk. Okay, so I've sold gold, and I'll put the TP later. Let me bring that up. Okay, so there is a sudden reaction to the upside. Let me see here what I'm expecting on gold to have a downside break, because we saw that there is a huge bearish pressure on gold, and with the 15 minutes candle, so we can expect gold to have another break. So if we look at the 5 minutes price action here on gold, we can see that there is a from this 20 EMA zone, we saw the price had from 30 minutes okay, so this is the 1 hour chart. This is a quick trade. Let's see how far it is taking us. And so the 15 minutes candle back to back two bearish liquidity gap here, but in the last moment it has gone up again for a deeper pullback, but I am expecting for the price to drop back down again. So from the 1 hour chart, okay, so from 1 hour we can expect for this price to drop down. All right, so there is a 30 minutes candle. All right, so we are short on gold, and I will be explaining why I have opened that. Let's quickly catch some peep, and then we'll be seeing how. Make sure that you do proper risk management. We are opening quite a few trades, so make sure you are not risking the whole, but doing proper risk management for potential growth of your trading account. Here we see that the price slowly decelerating after grabbing liquidity multiple times. All right, so the price action is still bearish on gold. Okay, so we are short on gold, and what I'm expecting on gold to, as you can see from the 1 hour, there is a long bearish engulfer from the 1 hour followed by a narrow or doji. So that doji represent potential bearish pressure, and we can expect for the price to drop down from that zone. So my SL is 2033.96. Yeah, 2033.96. So I'm just readjusting that a little bit. So in the last moment from 1 hour candle, which has formed a doji, so a bearish engulfer followed by a doji, which is eventually bearish price action. Only how many pip stop loss here? Only 16-17 pip stop loss. I do keep a very narrow stop loss so that with a little movement we can take the profit that we need. Okay, so let's the price to melt down this way. This structure is fragile, and we can expect it to break in that direction. All right, so let's talk about in the meantime how to be profitable over the long term. Here we saw that a 1 hour bearish engulfer followed by a narrow doji, and I'm expecting gold to have that drop from this level, as this doji is a bearish pressure here. So this 15 minutes candle is also cross back to back two important liquidity zone, and I'm expecting for the price to respect that resistance and then to have another drop, which eventually we could see. And because it's a very tight trade, we want to see it has come down to the profit zone, and then we will be taking TP if needed as soon as we see the prices being able to break that level. So this is structure, you can see this structure is a bearish structure, and that structure as a rule of thumb should be breaking in that direction. As with the candle close, we see the price action is showing significantly bearish, so we see some kind of downside momentum coming up on gold. Okay guys, so the price action is bearish. I'm short on gold. Let me know if you're enjoying the live session, if you're enjoying this channel. If you do that, then please do a favor, smash the like button, that will help, and also subscribe to the channel so that you are not missing out. I do post a lot of content including live analysis, live discussion, trading psychology, strategy that you will not find anywhere. So make sure that you smashing the like button and also hit that subscribe button so that you are not missing out. Press that bell notification, join the free Telegram channel to stay connected with everything. So link below this video for the free Telegram channel. Okay, so here we go, we see some drop on gold, and in the meantime also let's see here in that zone how the gold. Okay, so you want to see that it has been able to break that structure. So from the 5 minutes, okay, so the structure we see on the 5 minutes, which is basically a bearish structure. Let me know how are you doing with that. Morning, coach. Hope you are doing well. I'm good, thank you. Morning, CHFJPY. We'll be discussing on that. How do you interpret weekly and daily? How do you interpretation of the weekly and daily? Very good question. So I don't want to see that it's bouncing off that. Okay, so you see 5 minutes. That one you want to see that's been able to close below this level. Now here, so it might grab a bit more liquidity from this level. So from the 1 hour, there is a doji, and with the stop loss a bit tight. Putting a tight stop loss, sometimes it could be two-edged sword. So let's see where it is heading. We're getting some rejection which is needed. That rejection, okay, we needed to see that the market has got rejected from that level. All right, so let me see where is at now. Some of the question that has come out, for example, how to look at the monthly and weekly. So if you look at the daily and weekly, please, Euro USD analysis. Yeah, appreciate attachment lesson. Yeah, Justin, absolutely, thank you. Good morning. So what's your opinion about breakout? Okay, so breakout, very good question, because breakout is in fact a very important point, because once a trader can identify breakout, they can be very accurate about the directional bias in the market, right? So how do you identify a breakout? Okay, let the trade run by itself. Okay, we shouldn't be worried too much about it, so let it run by itself, either going this way, that way. We have done the proper risk management. So how to identify a breakout? Okay, first of all, how do you know that a market is breaking out? All right, there are some symptoms that you can understand either a market is breaking out or no. So how do you know that? If you look at a market, all right, so it will show you kind of price action pattern. For example, this is a support, All right, now when you see a support in a market, then how do you look at this market that it will have a breakout? Well, very simple. If you look at a market forming like that, firstly, this is the sign of breakout. Why? Because when you see a support, which is a very important level, and in the support, when the price is forming series of lower high, it's a sign of support breakout. Guys, keep in mind that you can take notes, which is super important, that when you are trading, it is crucially important that you look at the market that is giving you this kind of pattern. Now, as you know that in the market, more often you will see that a false breakout than the real breakout. Then how do you differentiate a false breakout from a real breakout? Well, the way you can differentiate is from the way it is approaching to the support level. If it is a support here and the market is forming series of lower high, okay, that means that it is a sign of potential breakdown or a breakout. Why? Because whenever you saw that the price has come down to the support level, which is a demand area, and the buyers are buying, all right, the next time when the price has come to the same zone, the buyers hasn't got enough strength to make the same high the previously done. And then when it has come to the same level, it has done again, it has dropped down, and again it has dropped down. So every time the sellers getting smaller and smaller is a sign of breakdown. This simple tweak will give you a big advantage in the market. Now, if you find, in addition to that, a false breakout at the top, which will give you additional strength for this potential breakdown in the market. All right, guys, so hope that you are enjoying the live session. This is how you can predict a breakout or a breakdown in a market, so that you can predict the breakdown well before it happens. But in majority of the time, traders also trapped in false breakout. So we'll be discussing on the false breakout, how you can avoid false breakout as well. So let's look at, first of all, let's see how far it has gone, and then we'll be looking at also the false breakdown and false breakout. So here we see that the market, where in that zone, this is the 15 minutes candle closing, which eventually the price is still consolidating in that area, right? So let me see. So you can see that, look at this one here, this is structure, it is forming series of lower high. We might see further liquidity grab, but this is a sign of potential breakdown in that market. All right, so which is a high probability that it will have a downside movement, except it might go up for deeper liquidity, and then we could see that gold again coming down for a deeper breakdown. So here this move is just a pure liquidity grab. So here we might see that after this liquidity grab, we can expect for the price to return back to the support level. So it is craving for liquidity for this potential downside movement. Right, there is a doji. Okay, so what's your opinion about breakout? Okay, we see that do you use TMGM, and how much is your capital for trading focal? Yeah, I do use TMGM. I have a multiple accounts, so if anyone looking to join the regulated broker that I am trading, I can give you the link in the live chat. This is the broker that I am using. I have given is on the live chat. You can use that link to register, and then you can start trading with a broker that I am trading if you like. The link given in the live chat, and also there is a link in the description area. So here really I'm expecting gold to have that rejection, right? So we see that just craving for liquidity. Just craving for liquidity. Still on the trade. Just craving for liquidity. It's gonna drop back again, right? So we'll be looking at again. We will be looking at again. So if you look at, this is a completely unusual breakout. It's a false breakout, and you see the 4 hour here. Okay, so if we need to enter, we'll be entering again. Let me see first of all how far it is moving up. Okay, so in that situation, so I will be here is at the resistance level. Okay, so I will be opening sell on gold from this level, stop loss above this high, which is again very tight, and I will be targeting a bigger profit target this time, because if it breaks down, it's gonna drop a lot. So the way the price has moved in a level where we can expect for this price to 2035.906. I'll keep the TP open at the moment. All right, so I've opened sell from this level, and so I have kept my open position. Okay, so here my position is open. Let's first see how far it is dropping, and then based on if it drops that far, make sure that guys you are doing not risking big. The way this has moved, which is a complete liquidity grab. So I'm expecting for gold to drop back to this support level, which is basically complete break to the upside. Now 15 minutes here, we can see that there is a long doji is being formed. Okay, so here I want to take, if it breaks in that zone, which is highly likely to happen, then we'll be taking bigger profit. All right, so the 5 minutes candle, which is basically a rejection from the top. All right, so we are on that. Okay, so the market has gathered significant liquidity. My belief is that gold will break in that direction finally, because this is a high liquidity zone. You can see that the price slowly turning, and as the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, as it's triggered that liquidity, we can expect it to drop back to the support level. And if you look at this market here, okay, this is a highly falling market. That moves is unhealthy move. So when there is an unhealthy move, the chances for breaking down is very high. So as we play with the probability, I'll be waiting for that to happen. So if it breaks that way, we will be taking the bigger profit on that trade. Okay, so now the main point here, this move is a completely against this trend. Do you have any opinion on that? Let me know, guys. So here we are, second trade on gold. I want to see that it has dropped well below. Okay, this move is an unhealthy move, and if it managed to break down, we could see that it starts another downtrend. All right, so this is a clean move to the liquidity zone. Okay, so the price on in a very important zone. Let's see where how far it has reached in that move. So 1 more minutes to go for this candle to close. And Nasdaq, yeah, can you share your position chart on? Yeah, so can you see everything properly? I hope that you guys can see everything on the chart properly. So the position is this one at the moment, and we might the TP I haven't set yet, but let's assume here if we see a very sharp breakdown, might be able to set the TP if needed. So far what we see on gold in that area, so this move for me is an unhealthy bullish move, which is basically a deeper liquidity grab, and I'm expecting for gold to move in that direction from that liquidity zone, right? So which is because when you see a bigger move to a liquidity zone, chances for revert back is very high, which is basically a sign of false breakout. All right, so let's keep that on. And in the meantime, dollar yen, yeah, coach, do you use COT report? CHFJPY, coach, do you? Okay, I look at, but I necessarily do not require to use it. I'll be explaining later on that. Gbpusd, Euro USD, yeah, still have sell open 2040. Okay, so here we go. Here we see some kind of downside. Okay, so I have entered in the profit zone. Now here look, if gold is, you can see slowly forming red candle. If it is breaking down, we can expect a bigger trend in that direction, which is I'm expecting, because at the end this is the trend is down. All right, this move on gold was complete, for me it's a complete fake out to that liquidity zone. So from that zone we can expect gold to drop down, and if it is dropping down in that direction, that will give us bigger drop. All right, so let's hold it for the equal to 2 trades to bring it to that point. For me, you see that these 2 candles are complete, for me, a liquidity grab. So that 2 candles on the 5 minutes are fake, because this is actual resistance level and this is an overextension. So when you see the price in a very important level and then overextended, then you're gonna expect it to revert back. Guys, this is the real trading. This is the real trading strategy that I am currently also teaching. For the time being, I know that many of you have messaged me want to join. I will recommend you to be in a wait list because I'm packed up with a big number of students in a couple of days. So I want to give the full attention in the trading and to helping them so that they can learn and grow as a trader. So if you are willing to join us, then I'll recommend you to be on the wait list. I have given a free Telegram channel link in the description, and also I can give you the free Telegram channel link here, so you can join the free Telegram channel link, and as soon as the positions are available, I'll be posting the link. You guys can join. I've given the free Telegram channel link. You can use that free Telegram channel link to stay connected with us for all the trades, that everything that I'm posting. Thank you. Still have sell open from 2040. Okay, so you have sell from 2040, so that means that you are huge profit on that. That's good. Can you share your position? I hope that guys you can see the position the moment. Okay guys, so let me know if you are enjoying the live session where we are trading gold in the live market, and if you are enjoying, make sure that you let us know by smashing the like button, by subscribing to the channel, pressing the bell notification, so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. Okay, so gold I am expecting now to drop, to dump back to this support level. There is a clear breakout and there is a liquidity grab, so the chances for dumping down is very high. But here we want to see that it is not going up again for another liquidity grab. If it drops well below, we can move just the stop loss here, but keep the trade running for bigger profit. That's the main goal here, to take the bigger profit, to take the smaller loss. That is the trading philosophy that I use. Cut the losses as fast as you can, keep the trade winning for bigger profit. That's the point here. Okay, so this is the 15 minutes candle. There is a 20 EMA retest, the big rejection. We can expect now the price to drop down to create a new lower low. Okay guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so you see that gold is dropping down in that direction, so which is needed for us. All right, this is how trading is. I'm trying to help you to learn trading, guys, so make sure that you are also helping the channel by smashing the like button. Now, as I mentioned before, you see that this is how trading is. So when you are right, hold it for bigger profit. All right, so here I'm nearly 1% at the moment, and yeah, nearly, not there, but I want to make it near there. All right, so here if it dropping down, then we could see a new downtrend. So from the 1 hour, there is a doji has crossed, and this candle, now we can expect it to drop back down. Right, so there is multiple liquidity grab from the top, has given a probability for the price to come down, right, to create a new lower low, which I'm expecting it to happen. Right, though the price may not always listen what we expect, but this is the main goal here. So here is the sellers putting that pressure on that. Now this is the, you can see what kind of price actions and an impulse. And you know, if the bulls not being able to create a new higher high, which is less likely, then we can expect for the price to remain bearish towards this direction, so leaving it as a fake out, and which what I am expecting it to be a fake out, and then to drop in the direction of the major trend. So the major trend on gold is down at the moment. See that from the daily, if you look at the daily, the price almost has come to the daily support, and if it is dropping down, then we could see immediately it's coming down to the daily 20 EMA. All right, so you see some significant bearish pressure. So there is a bearish middleman here on gold. Right, so you see that downside. Right guys, we are nearing to 1%. I want to see that first of all it reach that 1%, and then we can take more profit than the loss, and then we can take like that. Doing the risk management is the key to be profitable as a trader. And in addition to that, you know, I know that guys, you guys are doing well. I see that good feedback coming up every day. But how about your trading psychology? Are you up to date? What is the TP? Still TP has not set. So let me bring the TP here. So let's take first of all 3 times here. I want to set TP at 2029.30, so which will be around 3%. Okay, so 2029.30. Okay, so I'm also setting TP. It was an open trade. If we need to do any kind of modification along the way, we can do that later. Let me first of all see that where it is going. So from 1 hour, it is forming a narrow doji. In fact, we can expect it to even drop to this level. Okay, so So 2029.301. All right, I will keep that trade open. I will not move any stop loss or anything like that. I want to take that full profit that we need. At least it will be around more than 2 times. Okay, so you see that downside coming up, which is nearing the patience, guys, patience. When you are trading, you have to be patient. There is no alternative but being patient with the trade that is running. What happened? Why there was a bounce here? Okay, so here we want to see that there is a pullback candle on the 5 minutes. If the market is not being able to break the high, which is less likely, so if this one is a narrower, longer candle, which is good for us, that means that this is a manipulation, price marches with that, and then we can expect it to break in that direction because it grabbed enough liquidity. So now it is important to see that the price in fact not being able to create another high, instead breaking down. So if it breaks down, then we can so what we can expect for the price now to remain bearish in that direction, right? So that doji, if it is forming a doji, which is basically also the selling pressure in that market. Okay guys, so if you're enjoying, let me know by smashing the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join the free Telegram channel, link is below this video in the description. Now here is the most important part for the price to GJ short, can you look? Yep, yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that GJ as well. So morning 2028, 2029. Okay, so quite a few requests. Let me see that Gbpusd, what it is doing now. There was a big rejection on GJ, so we could see that JPY getting stronger and stronger with the CHF JPY also. So basically Gbpjpy, which is dumping down. Now if you look at here on GJ, there was, you see there is a very consolidation in that area, and from that consolidation we saw that a dropping down, so GBP getting weaker. And if you look at lower time frame on Gbpjpy, there is a big drop. So that's a potential that GJ keep pushing down. As I mentioned before, with the weekly time frame, Gbpjpy has opened with a gap. That is a sign of GJ to come back down to this support level. So this is what I have drawn early today, that support on GJ, as there is a weekly gap opening, a long bearish candle. Highly likely we could see this market will remain downside to this level, and then we can expect for the price to drop down on GJ to the downside. So because it's a long-term bullish market, I'll be waiting for the price to give us decent entry for this potential move. So what's happening with gold here? There is again pullback candle. Okay, so this is how. Okay, so there is another bounce from this level. Okay, so that might another amount of liquidity grab here. So from 30 minutes, what's happening here with this candle? Okay, so this is forming a structure in that area. So still we are dwelling in that profit zone, but we need to keep that running, because I don't want to take this smaller profit here. Okay, it might try to break that high again. The position, we see it's reached that entry zone again. Let the market to play around. Okay, so here this is the 15 minutes, might cross this high. Okay, so now the price is doing a very interesting structure in that area. So this is for me is again for hunting. It's again hunting in that area. So let's see how far it's moving for that hunting. Okay guys, so we set the TP at this level here, 2029.30, and you know, here we might see this is the 5 minutes candle has formed a double top here, right? So in the last 12 seconds is crucial. You want to see that it's still maintaining the double top, then we can expect for the price to keep dropping. Okay, we see that candle has closed with a lower high, so you can expect now to drop down. So it might, let's see where it is, what it is planning for this move. Okay, now if it is being able to break that down again, that is a double top, and we can move the stop loss just above the double top. Or let's see if it is trying to grab more liquidity here. Okay, so you have to be a little bit of patient on that. Okay, so some kind of movement, guys. So this 5 minutes is crucial. I want to see that it again went back down, right? Yeah, so completing a double top, that can give a big move to the downside here on gold, which is literally trying to drop. All right, so this is a kind of roller coaster you just need to ride on when you are trading. Being completely, you know, detached from your trading is super important. $2053, okay, Euro USD, Usdjpy, which is creating a top wick for the 3 minutes. Okay, here is the key. Now this is the key here. You can see this is the 5 minutes candle. We can expect now for the price to keep pushing down from this double top. Once it will be able to break that low, okay, you see that it's forming series of higher low in that area. That series of higher low, once it's broken down, we will see that just melting down, and to break that series of higher low, it might even penetrate this high again. We could see that drop, or we can expect a drop from here. So with the double top, if it drops, then we should see that the market is coming to this liquidity zone and dropping down in that direction. Okay, so the price is moving in our favor, but now we need to see that it has been able to break that series of higher low and then drop in that direction. We have enough allowances in that zone. CHFJPY and EuroJPY is trying to bounce off that level. Now the last 5 minutes is crucial to see that this candle is closing, form. The next one is forming here a bearish candle, or just gathered. It might, I think, that gather liquidity from here again. Okay, so it's gonna, as I mentioned, it's gonna drop, it's gonna gather liquidity again from here, right? Then we might see that it's dropping down. So in the last moment is crucial to see that this 15 minutes closing not be able to create a higher high, instead closing as a somewhere here as a narrow or long wick candle. So you see some bearish pressure coming up. And that's how trading, guys. I hope that you're enjoying. Let me see what's happening with JPY pair. So you see that again, there is a bounce of that level. Gold is potentially trying to break down again. I will be holding that trade. Just one move down will give us that profit that we need for this move on gold. And in addition to that, we are running quite a few trades, dollar yen, CHFJPY, USDC, NHS, and gold also. So guys, if you are finding value in this live session, make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel, join the free Telegram channel, and also you can share with your friends in your social media so that more people get reach of it. Team, I talk of patience. Yes, absolutely. This trade is a good example of patience. Now, I think that not only this trade, guys, almost all trade, you need patience. All right. Without patience, you cannot be a trader. It's a number one virtue you need to be profitable as a trader. I believe that not only in trading, if you want to be a father or mother, you must be very, very patient. If you want to be, a driver, you need to be patient. If you want to be a doctor, you need to be patient, right? You need to patiently do your homework, do your study to be profitable. So why not in trading, right? If you are doing a full-time job that you don't like, but you are still patient, right? You are still going to the job, you are still doing the task that you need to do. So patience is needed for everything. And the reason traders have less patience is not that actually trader have less patience, but trader has more freedom to display the impatience. That is why, because that the buy and sell button in our finger, when the trade is not going in our favor, we can add position in our finger. So we have more freedom to display that impatience. that is bringing more and more impatience. So the only way to combat this is to create an awareness, and then try to understand your own emotion, your own psychology as a trader. All right, and this is the main goal here in this channel. We trade together to understand how trading works, how to analyze the market, how to combat the emotion. Now if you are with us enjoying trading, make sure that you are not missing out by subscribing and pressing the bell button. We see a doji, and that has given a fragile market structure. We see that melting down on there from that zone, and we want to see that gold in fact has dropped here below this level, breaking that low and then coming down to create a new lower low. We see some kind of downside momentum, which in fact needed. So from the 15 minutes, what I see that back to back 220 EMA retest forming a double top has given gold a momentum in that zone. So with that momentum, I'm expecting gold to come down to break that low. The only thing here, there's a weakless candle, but I think that it's gonna drop and break that low to create a new lower low. All right, so which is pretty much very strongly bearish at the moment. All right, so with that said, guys, our trade is running. I will be holding that trade for this profit target. So I have given the profit target 2029. So if the price managed to break that low at least to this level, breaking the support, then we'll just move the stop loss above this double top, which is will be nearing our entry, not at the moment. So it will reduce the risk, but we'll keep the trade running for full 3 times. That's how trading is. If you enjoy this analysis, this live session, don't hesitate to like the stream, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. And with that said, I will be coming on live again in a couple of hours during the New York session. Let this trade running, and until that, guys, stay well, stay happy. Make sure you join the free Telegram channel. Check out all the links on the website, might be beneficial to you. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.